When I saw that it was 3 faction, I was like, oh man, they got it right.
Yeah,
They really got that right.
absolutely. It's funny coming from, I was on a server in World of Warcraft that was 6-1 Alliance versus Horde. And what a dance disaster world PvP was in a
Oh,
situation like that, right? So, I think 3 faction can be frustrating to people, right? Because one faction every now, shouldn't say every now and then, it's part of it, right? One faction's always getting a little extra focused. But without it, there would never be relief, right? One faction would always be the underdog. Whereas here, at least in Planetside, it swings, right? One faction's getting a little over focused, but it swings, and then another faction is, and then in the end, sure, they're not all great, but you get some just amazing fights because you're able to, the push on the map changes, right? If you balanced it perfectly, we would all fight at TILAs only, right? Everyone would be pushed to the middle, and there would never be any movement on the map. The fact that there are disparities allows the map to move around and get interesting fights in interesting places.
yeah. It helps continue to agitate the sandbox and keep things from getting too stale.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Do you want to talk a little bit about your experience casting the Outfit Wars game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That was fun, and I kind of got a few. The first thing I would do is give a big shout out to Kamikaze. I think everyone here is, if you're a fan of Planetside, you're a fan of Kami. But he
Absolutely.
was the one that pulled me into the duo cast.
Mhm.
So that made it a lot more fun to me. I appreciate it. I just want to give a shout because he was the one that he was the initiator. I am excited for any of these sort of co-group streamer dream team type of things, but I never have time to really motivate them so they don't happen. And Kami did that one, so that was fun. But yes, it was super fun. I had just barely got my stream up and running, but I don't know. I see a lot of potential for the community to come together around it, and just something to strive for these outfits that really want to get into this sort of. People are going to hate me for using the word competitive in 3-way, but I find that if you're playing kickball with your local gymnasium, it's still a competitive event, right? You're trying to win. So maybe this isn't like the Super Bowl, but it is still competitive.
Yeah. The thing that absolutely, man. And the thing that I thought remember thinking about Outfit Wars is man, they finally gave outfits a reason to push. Outfits a reason to hone in on whatever identity they have. I was actually playing with B-Way when the first Outfit Wars happened. That Alpha 1 season or whatever it was, and you know, we could talk about some of the misses that early on and how RPG jumped in to fix some stuff. And it's of course that stuff gets iterated on over time, but just going from a situation where the only thing to go for is either personal goals like directives, like the only shared goals as an outfit to go for is like locking continents and putting your names on bases. It's not good enough for a game with the MMO DNA that Planetside has. This is, it may not be the last thing that outfits have to strive for, but it is, I think, completely crucial to developing these communities. The only concern I have about it is that not enough outfits get to participate in it.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Are you looking for a bracketing system, or what are you thinking?
Oh man, I don't know what the solution is. I think one of the tensions too. Interesting intonation in the chat from Rel saying that'll change. I guess we'll find out. Well, that's exciting. I know that one of the tensions, and I've heard Rel talk about this, or at least post about it somewhere, is between making sure that people are still engaged in the sandbox of Planetside, which is, on Indar, on Hassan, on Esamir, where you're grinding out certs and you're playing with your outfit, and you have that 3-way 1,000-player battle. That is like quintessential Planetside, and it is risky to try to pull the game away from that too much. I completely respect that risk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because of that risk, Outfit Wars becomes really bold to say that we're gonna give something outside that that loop that we can put enough into to hit those same production values. And I was honestly delighted at how smoothly it went right from the start. I mean, there were problems with the way that the rules were and qualification were conceived, but outside of those details, it's gone off very well and with a lot less friction than I could have foreseen there being.
Absolutely. I think the tough thing for RPG, obviously, is some people want it to be the competitive event of Planetside, right? Really making that esports event. And what I see and what I think is the right way is I see it as a community event with sort of a competitive spirit, right? There's a winner. But I see something that's like, let's bring as much of the community together to not only play, but if everyone can play, then you get that many more viewers, right? We saw Planetside 2 casters having over 2,000 viewers. When have you ever seen that?
Love that.
And that's all credit to RPG making an event that the whole community gets to be part of. Now, I'm not opposed to in the side having a truly competitive event. And really, RPG's leaving Jaeger up. They have the gracious people at Planetside Battles kind of running the show, but allowing those competitive events to go on. But I think it was very important that the in-game sanctioned event, yes, what you qualified on the live servers, rather than pulling population off to bracketed events where you're losing battle on the main continents effectively to make them happen, the battle is going on the live continents, and it is getting as much of the community involved as you can. Mm-hmm. The best thing that can happen for Rogue Planet Games is the small outfits that are dedicated to want to be part of it is to go out and recruit new people. That would be win-win, right? Yep. Not only do those outfits not become too powerful, but they then go out and they bring new people into the kind of, mid-fit sort of environment where they're going to have the most fun, right? Where they're going to be able to create content for those players that didn't even know those sorts of outfits existed. But, they can't motivate the small outfits to do that. Inevitably, what's going to happen in some cases is the 4 super skilled small outfits are going to turn into one skill ball and they are going to dominate.
And we saw that happen.
Right, exactly. And RPG can't stop that. There's not a way to make that not happen. Some people are going to be out there to win it and to crush the opponents, and I don't think that's bad. That's just part of it. And then in some of the other brackets, you're going to see more competitive, interesting events. I would say, 80% of the matches were it could have swung in any direction, really.
Even from the outset, they were remarkably close.
Exactly. Anyone had a chance at it, and that I think that's all. Oh, there it is. There's the moment. It's up here right now.
Oh, the infamous the harasser clean sweep.
And sure, I'll give an apology to Recursion. I saw that happen. It was so epic. I certainly played it up. I know she didn't get the whole squad, but it just was epic that she even got it onto the roof.
Yeah. It's a fantastic moment. This is one of my favorite moments in Planetside this year because it was created by a player, and it had a huge stage and a huge audience, and everyone immediately understood what it meant when they saw it.
And that's what a live cast is about, right? We caught the moment. I could have easily been at another base.
Yes.
Right? But we caught the moment, and that's what's so cool about a live stream or an esports event. You see those things that are then written into Planetside lore later on.
And you know what? I also think that I have this funny and unique experience, not related to Planetside. So I'll try to summarize it quickly, but my group of gaming brothers who I described to you way back from the early 2000s, we all played a game called Team Fortress Classic, a mod for Half-Life 1. We made clans, we scrimmaged and practiced and played matches against each other that we all organized as a community. Very try-hardy high school stuff. But we all found each other again in our 30s, and we decided to make a league again. And over the last 3 months, every Friday night, I have been casting those matches.
Ooh, epic, man.
I kind of did it as a lark because I just liked that game and wanted to be a part of it again. And it is undeniable that a lot of the matchups there are very one-sided. It's a small community. There's not really enough room to have a very well-balanced league. There are only like I think 11 or 12 teams. But it brought the community together. and gave us shared moments and experiences and helped reinforce the game and the community and bring people out. And I think that streaming is one of those, it's one of those, I think now, unassailably integral parts of any gaming experience forever. It can't be ignored. And I didn't think that was going to have that much of an impact. So I see the value in even having not super try-hardy esports, but just like kind of fun, like summer league stuff. It gives people
Absolutely.
a chance, like to talk shit to each other.
Yep.
It gives little moments of drama.
Yep.
Well, and occasionally something like Harassergate 2020 happens.
You're exactly right. Right. I mean, sure. There is the World Cup, right, and then there is your local indoor soccer league, right. They're both important. The indoor soccer league is something that delivers so much to that community, and I find if you're going out and you're doing a little league in Planetside or in whatever, it is an important piece of the entire experience, right? The entire football experience or the entire gaming/Planetside experience.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I hope to see you doing more casts. And
Yeah, I can't wait for the next. That was kind of part of the reason I've been pushing so hard on streaming, much to some of my viewers' chagrin that the videos have been so sparse, is just trying to be ready for Outfit Wars. I'm trying to get the transitions. I'm trying to get the overlays. You know, I'm seeing
Yes.
your streams just looks so slick here, man. Major props, by the way. Just being able to do some interviews with some of this kind of interface up and running, to try to deliver, more of an esports experience. Twitch has a heading just for esports. I don't know if Planetside even gets a say on there during Outfit Wars, but there's people that want to come watch esports of any game, even a game they're not that into. So I want to keep working that forward.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. Casting those events are really fun, and Planetside deserves it. I'm really glad that we have a great excuse like Outfit Wars, a nice big stage like Outfit Wars. To be like,
Absolutely.
here's where we're going to show off the game. This is where to concentrate your attention. Good stuff.
Absolutely. And just not that I didn't get to say enough, but thank you to everyone that came out and viewed. I know for some people they think, it doesn't matter, but having the people come out and there's a little Raxian skin. Be the audience, be the people cheering, be the people memeing, be the people emoting. It's such a key part of the experience. So thanks to everyone that came out and participated in the cast.
Definitely.